So in this video, we are going to learn how to create contact in Keap and add tag from new Landbot responses. Let's say you have created a chatbot using Landbot, using which you are asking some details, some questions to the users. And you want that whenever you receive a new response in the bot which you have created in Landbot, with the same details, you want to add that person as a contact in Keap and also want to add a tag to that new contact. So let me tell you, you can actually automate this process. So in this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new bot response in Landbot, automatically with the same responses, with the same details, we are going to create a contact in Keap CRM, and also we are going to add a tag to that newly created contact as well. So if you want to know how you can set up this automation, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Landbot to Keap. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our Landbot account, the bot which we have created using Landbot, with Pabbly Connect in the trigger window, so that every time we get a new response in Landbot, automatically the details of that response should be received inside Pabbly Connect. After that, using this Pabbly Connect's workflow, we are going to send those responses, the user details which we are getting using Landbot, to Keap. And we are going to add that same person with whom we had received the response in Landbot as a contact in Keap CRM. Also, in the last step, we will be adding a tag to that contact as well, that too automatically. So let's see how it is done. Starting from our trigger window, in Choose App, search for Landbot. Just select it. After selecting Landbot in trigger event from the drop-down, select New Bot Response as the trigger event. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now using this webhook URL, we are going to connect the bot which we have created in Landbot with Pabbly Connect and receive the new bot responses from Landbot in our Pabbly Connect workflow. And to add this webhook URL, we just have to follow the help text given below over here. Just copy this webhook URL from here and just go to your Landbot account. After reaching there, just go to the bot section, and here you can see I have already created a bot in Landbot. Just open the bot from which you want to get the new responses inside Pabbly Connect. So this is just a simple bot which I have created in my Landbot account, where I'm asking some question to the user like their first name, last name, email address and phone number. And then we are showing this thank you message. After creating the bot of your choice, like I have created a simple bot, but basically if you want, you can create any bot of your choice. After creating this bot, just click on this plus button and we have to add another step, a last step over here. And the last step would be webhooks. So here in search section, just search for webhook and select webhook as the last step. Now as we add this webhook last step, here you can see on the left side, it is asking us some details. And the first thing it asks us is the URL. So here in this URL field, we have to paste the exact same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Just copy it from here and then paste it over here. After pasting this webhook URL and selecting the method as post, then it is asking us send parameters, send params. So here in this section of send params, turn this button on and then here it has added a key and value pair. So here guys, we have to mention that what are the details, what are the values of this conversation, of this response we want to send to this webhook URL, basically to Pabbly Connect. So what we want to do, we want to send the responses of each and every question we are asking using this bot to Pabbly Connect. So here in key section, we have to enter the key or the label of the text which we want to send. For example, starting from our first name, the first thing which we are sending is first name. So I'll enter a key as first name. And in front of it, in value guys, we are going to enter a variable. Just click on this variable button And in this drop down, you can see a list of different variables. So I have created two different variables. First is first name, just select it over here. So whatever first name the user is going to enter while having a conversation with this bot, like whatever response for the first name we are going to receive in this bot conversation, the same first name will be sent with the label first name to this webhook URL, means to Pabbly Connect. Then click on this add key button. Then we are going to add a key of last name. Then here in value section from the drop down, we are going to enter the last name variable too. Then just click on this add key. Then we are going to add the label as email. And in this key, as you can guess, we are going to send the response of email address. Just click here and from the drop down from variables, select the response or variable of email. At last, we are asking us for the mobile number. So I will be entering a name as mobile number. This will be the key. And in value, whatever mobile number we are going to receive, we are going to send that mobile number to Pabbly Connect. In this way, whatever questions or whatever details you are asking to the user using this bot in this conversation, you can basically send the responses for that particular conversation, for that particular bot to Pabbly Connect. And whenever a conversation will be ended, automatically this data will be sent to Pabbly Connect and this automation workflow in Pabbly Connect will trigger. So in this way, if you want, you can add as many keys and values as you want. After entering all the keys and values of your choice, just scroll down and click on this apply button. So here guys, you can see we have added this webhook step as the last step of this chatbot. So after asking all the questions, what we are doing, we are sending the responses of this question from the user, this bot responses to this webhook URL, means to Pabbly Connect. Now, after adding this webhook step, just click on this share and publish button. We have just saved this step. And then let's click on this view your chatbot button. Now you can see in a new tab, this same chatbot which we have created, the same chatbot in which we have added this webhook step is open in front of us. And here in our Pabbly Connect workflow, it is showing us waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some bot response from Landbot. So what we are going to do, we are just going to have a test conversation, a demo conversation with this chatbot. So let's start the conversation. The first thing it is asking us is the first name. So I'll enter the first name as test. Then after that, it is asking us for the last name. So this is the last name as user. Let's send it. Then it is asking us for the email address. So this is the email address which we are going to enter. Then after email address, the next thing it is asking us is the mobile number. So let me enter a dummy mobile number over here and send it to. And it is done. Just now we have successfully completed this conversation with this bot. Right now in this video, I have just created this simple bot, but basically you can set up this process for any chatbot of your choice which you have created. After completing this conversation, we will get back to Pabbly Connect, and here in our Pabbly Connect workflow, you can see we have received the response. And in this response, you can see the details of the same chatbot conversation which we have just now made. You can see the same first name, same last name, same mobile number, and also the same email address. In this way, guys, whenever we are going to receive a new bot response in Landbot, automatically these responses will be sent using webhook URL to Pabbly Connect. And Pabbly Connect automation workflow which we are going to create, this workflow will trigger, it will start. So the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. Now let's move to step 2. In step 2, using these same details or same bot responses which we are receiving from Landbot, we want to add this person as a contact in Keap CRM. For that, we will just scroll down and come to this action window. And here in Choose App, we are going to search for Keap, Infusionsoft by Keap over here. After selecting Keap, in action event from the drop-down, select the action event as create/update contact. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection over here. Now here guys, we have to connect our Keap account with Pabbly Connect in this section. And to make this connection, click on this Connect with Infusionsoft by Keap button. After clicking on it, because I have logged into my Keap account in my browser, Pabbly Connect will detect the same account. Just click on this Allow button, and as we click on Allow, we will see our Keap account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the email. That what is the email address of this new contact which we want to create in Keap. So we have received the email address of the user from bot responses from Landbot which we have received in the trigger window. So now what we want to do, we have to basically map this response of email address from this trigger step to this email field in action step. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from our trigger window from Landbot. And out of all of these responses, select this response of email and it will be mapped. So whatever email address the person is going to enter while having this bot conversation or whatever bot response we are going to receive from Landbot, with the same email address, we are going to create the contact in Infusionsoft or Keap. After mapping the email address, the next thing it asks us is email opted in. That did this person has opted in for email. So here guys, I don't want to send the opted in email. So I'm selecting by default no over here. If you want, you can turn this mapping button on and you can map this response or you can ask the person in the chatbot as well that if they want to opt in for emails or not. Then it is asking us lead source ID. So this field of lead source ID is not mandatory. It's not required. So if you want, you can ignore this field for now as well. Then it is asking us how to check for duplicates. So using this action event, either you can create the contact or you can update the existing contact in Keap as well. So it is asking us that using what field, using what data, it should check for duplicates. And in the drop down, we have three options: emails, emails and name, emails and names and company. So we want to check for duplicate contacts using email. So we will be selecting email over here. Then if you have selected opt-in as yes, then here we have to enter the opt-in reason as well. Now because we have selected no, we can ignore this field. Now it is asking us for the first name and the last name of the person. So we have received the details of the first name and the last name in the bot response which we have received from Landbot. So from these responses, we are going to map this response of first name and last name in this field as well. Just click here and from the drop down from Landbot responses, select the response of first name and map it. Then after that, just click here in the last name field and from the drop down, map the response of last name too. After mapping the last name, it is asking us job title, company and address details. So we haven't received all of these details from the user from Landbot. So that's why if you want, you can ignore these fields. Here in company in the drop down, you can see a list of all the companies which you have created in your Keap CRM account. If you don't want to assign a company to the new contact, what you can do, you can just turn this mapping button on and clear this default response. And then here you can see the field of company is blank. So this contact will not be added to any company in Keap CRM. Now, if you are getting address details and all the other details from the user in this bot conversation, one by one, you can map the details over here into their respective fields. But all of these fields, all of these details are not mandatory, are not required. So if you want, you can ignore these fields for now as well. Then it is asking us for the phone number. So we have received the phone number. So from the drop down, from Landbot responses, we can select and map the response of phone number as well. And after that, it is asking us some other details like packs, website, Facebook, and some other details like date of birth. So all of these fields are not mandatory, are not required. So, and we also haven't received all of these details in the chatbot response. So you can just ignore these fields for now, or you can ask these details in this chatbot conversation and map the details over here. And after mapping all of these details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now, when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you will see we have received some response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the details which we have mapped over here, basically the response or the bot conversion response which we have received from Landbot, using these same details, this person is now added as a contact in Keap CRM. So let's check it. We will go to our Keap CRM, we will go to contact section. And yes, here you can see that test user, the same person whose details we have entered in this bot conversation, now this same person with these same details is now added as a contact in Keap. Here you can see the same name, the same mobile number, and also the same email address over here. This means the step 2 of setting up this automation is also completed. We have successfully added a new contact in Keap CRM from the bot responses which we were receiving in Landbot. After this, guys, let's move to the third and the final step. In the final step, what we want to do, using the same automation, we also want to add a tag to this new contact. So what we are going to do, we will just click on this add action step button over here. And after that, here in choose app, once again search for Keap. Just select it. After selecting Infusionsoft by Keap, an action event from the drop down, this time we have to select the action event as apply tag to contact. Just select this action event. Then just click on connect. And because we have connected our Infusionsoft, our Keap account in the previous step, we don't have to make a new connection. You can select the existing connection and just click on save. After clicking on save, it is asking us for the contact ID. That what is the contact ID or what is the contact to whom we want to add a tag or apply a tag. So here guys, in this drop down, you will see a list of all the contacts which we have in our Keap account. So right now in my Keap account, I have only one contact named as test user. That's why it is showing us only one email address. But guys, what we have to do, using this automation, we will be having a conversation in Landbot every time with a new user. And we will be adding a new user, a new contact in our Keap CRM. So every time we want to apply the tag to a new contact in this action step. So what we are going to do, in this contact ID field, we will just turn this mapping button on, and after turning it on, it is showing us the contact ID. So here guys, in this field, we have to basically enter or map the contact ID of the contact of the person to whom we want to apply a tag. So in the previous step, after creating a contact from Landbot responses, what we have received some response, and in this response, we have received the contact ID as well. So from this response, we are going to map this response of contact ID in this contact ID field. Just click on this field. From the drop down from Keap responses after creating a contact, select this response of ID and map it over here. In this way, we are telling this action step that to this particular contact, we want to apply a tag. To the contact which we have created in the previous step, we want to apply a tag to that particular contact. Then it is asking us tags ID. So here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the tags which we have created in our Keap account. So out of all of this, there's a particular tag which we want to assign to this contact. And the name of the tag is Pabbly Connect test. So this is the tag which I want to apply to these contacts which we are creating using this automation. If you want to apply some other tag in this drop down, you will get a list of all the tags. You just have to select that particular tag over here. After selecting tag and mapping the contact ID, just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, here you can see we have received the response as success. This means this tag of Pabbly Connect test is successfully applied to this particular contact. So let's check it. We will go to our Keap account, just refresh this contacts page. And yes, here you can see that just now the tag Pabbly Connect test has been added to this same contact, the same contact who was having the conversation with our Landbot, for whom we have received the bot response from Landbot in Pabbly Connect. So here you can see that we have successfully created this automation using which whenever we are going to receive a new bot response in Landbot, automatically with the same details, we are going to add that person as a contact in Keap, and also we are going to apply a tag to the same contact. Now, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. We will go to this Landbot, this same bot, and we will just refresh this bot conversation once. And this time, we are going to have a conversation with some new user details. So the bot conversation is started. Let's click on hi there, and then it is asking us for the name. This time, the name of the person is dummy. This is the first name. The last name is user. Let's send it. Then after that, let's enter an email address. So this is the email address. Send it to. After email address, let's enter another dummy mobile number and send it. So just now we had a new conversation in our bot which we have created using Landbot. So after completing this conversation, guys, we will see the automation workflow which we have created. This automation workflow will trigger. And the person with all of these details, the same details which we have entered, with the same details, this person will be added as a contact in Keap. So let's check it. We will go to our Keap account, refresh the contacts page. And yes, here you can see that dummy user, the same person whose details we have just now entered while having the conversation, the same person is now added as a contact in our Keap account. Here you can see the same name, same mobile number, same email address, and also you can see Pabbly Connect test. The same tag which we have selected, the same tag is also applied to this contact. This means the automation workflow which we have created in this video, this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find a clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down to your suggestion, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.